The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On 1st down, Newton being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Clark able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? It also tells you the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a 3rd down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? I mean, what are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the first. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
319! Hey, 626!
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Adams has it complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 40 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Panthers offense trots back out there, and this is a team that has now lost 3 straight, so they were 6-2, now 6-5. You saw their last loss against Seattle. That was a tough one to swallow.
It certainly was because they couldn't ring the bell in the red zone. That was the problem. They got down inside the 10 and didn't put enough touchdowns on the board, and that came back to haunt them. Now, people are going to look at their schedule and think, okay, they can get right the next 2 weeks because they go to Tampa Bay and then they go to Cleveland. Well, Tampa can put 500 yards of offense on you at the drop of a hat, and they won last week, so they feel better about themselves. And how about Cleveland? They're on a winning streak. 2 straight wins, and they vanquished Cincinnati last weekend. So none of these are going to be easy for Carolina. Greg Olsen, their tight end, put it best. People said, hey, can you get on a 3-game winning streak? He said, 3? Let's start with 1 and try and get back on the beam.
They also do have to face New Orleans still twice going down the stretch. There's Newton now on 2nd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Gun. Let's rock now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there. From the red zone now, Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down is Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That incompletion has me thinking, Phillip Rivers last week, I know you saw this. You were working, but he only threw one of those that we just saw. One incompletion the entire game. His first 25 passes were complete.
It was so much fun because I actually saw a highlight, cut up that put all of them together, one after the other. 25 straight. Mark Brunell had the record previously, 22 straight for Washington in 2006. He goes 28 of 29, and I don't know about you, but that almost sounds more impressive than if he's totally perfect for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That one blemish, right?
That one blemish really sets it apart and lets you know what he did. 96.6 completion percentage. Good luck trying to break that record, people.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
319.
Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 46 yards. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
319. 258.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And Crosby puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They're now on 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's fine. Yeah.
Rodgers to throw on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll start out with great field position at the 40.